Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot and oracle card reading for all Virgo. All right, we're going to start today with an angel number for you, 0110, belief systems. Okay, so if you start to see this, know that your spirit team is communicating with you. It's meaningful. Go after what you want: unique, destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. So let it begin with you. It's an inside job. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Okay, what a great place to begin. You're on the path of destiny and your dreams coming true. Let's see what else we need to know here, and then we'll hit the tarot. New territory. Okay, I'm liking this. The card of new territory. Meant to try new things in life. A walk in unfamiliar territory, enabling success through learning. So again, if you have an opportunity to try something new at a job or even socially, this is your time where they're saying, let's expand. Let's see where else your skills can lead and guide you. And so I feel like it's almost like the energy of the Fool when you see that kind of energy coming in. All right, general reading today. All right, you've got the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Wands, things picking up, lots of choices, the energy of the Magician, the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, I did it my way, the King of Wands also coming in strong, and the Seven of Swords. That 7 and 8 of Swords, I do feel like it may be incompetence, okay? Somebody that makes a mistake and is having a hard time moving forward from it, where they're really not seeing other options, and it may be somebody around you. So be aware of it, because if you're buying something, track your transactions, look at your receipt before you walk away, double check so that they take off the security tag and you can wear it if it's an item you need to wear. All those kinds of little things. And I know those are on the mundane level, but I'm telling you, I keep seeing one of those darn blasted security tags. So just pay attention to those sort of like lower level inconsistent energies. Now, these two both have the red robe of desire. This is where your life springs into action, especially with that Eight of Wands. This is big time changes coming in. And it's wonderful because it combines passion with discipline. But here is truly where your dreams come true. So it said your dreams will soon come true. How about now with this? And this is like a sure thing. The Emperor does not play around with ifs, with contingencies, with plan Bs. The Emperor gets what he wants. And with the Magician, you're bringing heaven to earth. It's wonderful energy. So I'm really liking this for you. Now, the Seven of Cups is a lot of choices, and it can be indecision. I call it the Daydreamer's Torment card, where somebody is just really spinning their wheels. Be careful with this, or if it's had you locked up, if you've been waiting on somebody else's terms, like you're waiting for a part for something, or you've ordered something and it got delayed and you're like, oh God, it needs to be here. That sort of thing. I feel like we have to be careful not to live here. You might have to look for an alternative too. If it's something that you ordered, maybe check other sources and see if it's something important. Now, in terms of love, you do have one here, but I feel like with the Seven of Cups energy, you may have had a lot of duds coming in where you're like, no, they're nice, but I don't want that kind of relationship with them. I also feel like, too, you may get approached by somebody that I feel like you run in common circles and you have no interest in them, and yeah, it's a little weird. They say like, oh, I don't want this to get weird. It's like too late. You should have recognized this is not a love match. This Chuck Woolery is not going to come popping out from behind the corner to say we've made a love connection. Absolutely not. So just be aware of that. So if there is somebody you think might be into you, I wouldn't get cornered alone. Like you see them coming. I see somebody like rolling down their car window. Watch out for that too. So you don't, you're alone and then all of a sudden they can make their move if you're not interested in them. Okay. So just telling you what I'm getting. This Queen of Cups though, with this, it's a very nurturing energy. I still feel like you might be prone, even in this, for people misconstruing your intentions. You're just being a decent human and they're reading into it more than they should. That's how I'm getting it with this one. So with this Queen of Cups, though, it's ultimately too about intuition. So follow your intuition. If something feels like, maybe something's kind of confusing here. Just don't be afraid to kind of follow your instincts with things. Now, with this Queen of Cups energy, it's also a card of self-care. If you're somebody that gets busy around the holidays, you get caught in the gridlock of the traffic or needing to, host things and events and things like that. The Queen of Cups says make sure you have your own oxygen mask on first. You can't give away what you don't have, and it really will run you down because she will do and do and do for everyone else. She has a darn hard time saying no. So be aware of that no is a complete sentence. If there's something you just cannot facilitate, that's okay. You're a human being. And so with this Queen of Cups, I just feel like they're giving you some guidance there. So the Eight of Wands will fire things up. Things are definitely moving forward in terms of getting a decision. Here you go. Now, like I said, some of you, if you're waiting on something, you might look in a new area and get what you need somewhere else. If it's been like waiting. So I do feel like the, spirit team is saying, look, try a new avenue and see if you find it over there, because then it'll be all steam ahead, all gas, no brake. Now, of course, for some of you, you might say that actually scares me. I don't like all gas, no brake. I'd like a little bit of moderation here if we can. Now with relationships, you have a King of Wands coming towards you. They are very charismatic. They're funny. They're intelligent. There's somebody who's a go-getter. They may have put themselves through school. They may have done a lot of different things where they just seem to, whatever they try to do, they seem to be good at it. They're not afraid to try new things. They like to do it. If there's something that you do that you say, I know you probably wouldn't be interested in this. They'd be like, oh no, I'd love to. This is a person who comes from a place of yes. And I feel like you're going to find them absolutely delightful to be around. They've got a nice strength about them. But like I said, they'll do anything. They'll try anything. They're not fearful. They're just, like I said, full of energy. So that magician energy, be aware of your feelings in this energy, because you'll attract what you feel strongly about. Either way. So even if you say, I don't want this, the universe just feels strength and says, oh, cool. Let's magnetize it right to you. So with this magician energy, I also feel like you'll be in a place where you'll mitigate things for yourself, where, like we were talking about, you'll say no to certain things. Because with this, you make the call, and especially with the Emperor. Now that magician puts luck on your side, so you'll be in the right place at the right time, and you might find you have some close, narrow misses with someone, like I said, who wants to try to corner you for some reason. Like the timing will be perfect, so you go, oh God, I dodged him again. But then from there, you're going to have to make some choices in terms of dealing with this person. If it's like somebody who wants to get you to volunteer for something, like I know somebody that's always cornering people to take on exchange students. And then questions you brutally about why you won't do it. It's like, well, look, I don't have time. And they're like, well, why not? That kind of thing, you're going to dodge them. That's how I get it. You're going to be artful and masterful. But like we were talking about, you'll have to be aware of like, how can I curtail this permanently? But with this magician energy, you are attracting a match. Just know that. So the good stuff too comes forward in this. Jobs that you didn't know were available, seeing new opportunities all around you. Here's where you see life with a new lens. You see life as your source sees it, from a place of yes. Now, this is not a place of yes. This Eight of Swords is consternation. It's somebody who's confounded by the day-to-day. Like I said, it could be somebody around you who doesn't do a very good job, and then they can't figure out how to fix the problem. I feel like it's somebody you're dealing with, so save your emails, communicate in writing. Don't be afraid to send a letter to corporate if needed, you know. But with that Eight of Swords, it just feels like it's somebody who's in over their head a bit. I don't feel like they're truly dishonest. I just feel like it's more of a competency issue. Now, with the Emperor energy, here's where you talk about discipline and order and logic and reason. Okay, this is where we reason through problems. The only problem with this can sometimes be, as I always tell you, insanity doesn't recognize insanity. So when you try to reason with somebody who can't, it's like, well, this is like banging my head against a wall. But I do feel like you're going to course correct and you'll take a different path if you run into that. So he's also the father of the tarot. So you'll have those good intuitive hits on how to handle things. So this King of Wands, charisma at its finest, it also helps you climb up the ladder. The Wands are about expansion and growth. They don't make lateral moves. They make upward gains. They're the upwardly mobile of the tarot. So know with this too, you're going to get a lot of attention in this energy, positive attention. And with that Seven of Swords, as we conclude, the yellow in the card tells you if you're careful, this won't do anything to you, but you have to use some caution in dealing with a situation that might have some flaws, is how I hear it. Or people are prone to mistakes. You'll catch them if you're watching. You will definitely see it and it won't become a problem for you. So I love you, Virgo, and I'll be back again soon.